Hello everyone and welcome back my dear students to the offline video series of Geography of class 6. So today in this video we are going to start with the new lesson and the name of the lesson is Human Occupations. In our previous offline videos we have studied about energy resources which was lesson number 9. Now today in this video we are going to start with lesson number 10, Human Occupations. So before we start with this lesson, I want to show you some pictures and I want to ask you some questions. Based on that pictures, you have to answer the questions which I am going to ask you.
So, here are the pictures. Observe these pictures and try to answer the questions which are asked. So, the first question is, what are the cow and the buffalo in picture A are doing? Second, what is being obtained picture B? So, we get milk from the cow in picture B. What is happening at the milk collection center in picture C? In milk collection center in picture C, all the milk is being collected into large containers from various sources. Next question. In picture D, what is being transported? Where could the tanker be going? In picture D, milk is being transported into the truck and this tanker is going to the milk processing centers in order to convert that milk into various milk products. Next question. Which products are seen in picture E? From what have this product been obtained? If we look at the picture E, we notice that certain testing and processing is being done on milk in order to convert them into milk products. Out of the products shown in picture F, which of the products do you see? In our day-to-day life, students, we see many different types of milk products which are made up from milk and we often use them in our day-to-day life. Next question, what would be the main difference between milk and the milk products? The process of fermentation can be the main difference between milk and milk products.
Whatever pictures I have shown you, all that pictures are associated with rearing of domestic animals, getting milk from them, selling that milk, processing that milk into the milk processing centers and getting certain milk products like ghee, butter, paneer from them. These products are in great demand and all these products are sold in the market at high rates. This occupation takes place on large scale. Man undertakes all these activities in order to fulfill his needs. We can classify these needs based on the things which we utilized from the nature. In our day-to-day life, we carry out many activities. For example, trading, industries, agriculture, etc. Many of the activities which we carry out in our day-to-day life are completely related or dependent on nature. One example we can get is fishing. Fishing is an activity which is associated with water. Similarly, we get milk from the domestic animals which are also the part of nature. So, basically, we can say that for our day-to-day needs or in order to fulfill our all the requirements, we are dependent on nature. Rearing of domestic animals like cow and buffalo gives us milk. This milk is being used by all of us on large scale. Apart from milk, we get certain milk products from this milk. For example, paneer, ghee, butter, etc. So in one way, we are completely dependent on nature in order to carry out all the activities in our day-to-day life. So, the occupations which are dependent on nature are known as primary occupations. For example, rearing of domestic animals to get milk from them, agriculture, fishing, etc. The products which we get from primary occupations are used directly. But in some cases, we make certain changes into that product and then we use it. For example, if we talk about animal husbandry, the result of rearing of domestic animals gives us milk. Milk can be considered as a result of primary occupation. When we process this milk into the milk processing centers, we get various milk products like ghee, butter, paneer, shrikhand, etc. Now these can be considered as the example of secondary occupation. That means the occupation which is dependent on primary occupation is known as secondary occupation. As certain kind of treatments and processing is done on milk in order to convert that milk into the milk products, the demand for this milk product is very high in market, and that is why they are sold at higher rates in market. So in one way, we can tell that the products of secondary occupation are somewhat costly or expensive as compared to the products of primary occupation. Now, check out the pictures which I am going to show you right now. You have seen collection of milk, selling of milk, and converting that milk into milk products. All these activities are associated with the products or results of primary and secondary occupations both. So, this type of occupation provides an complementary service to the other two types of occupations, that is primary occupation and secondary occupation. So, such type of occupations are known as tertiary occupations. So, the definition of tertiary occupation is the occupation which is dependent on primary and secondary occupation is known as tertiary occupation. These occupations are also known as service occupation as they provide certain types of services. The example under this can be considered as transportation of goods from one place to other place, selling of goods, etc. One more picture I am going to show you. Just notice that picture and tell me what do you see in it. So, the picture which I have shown you, in that picture, a person was testing the quality of the milk. Apart from testing the quality of the milk, the person is also testing the quality of certain milk products. In order to do this, the person should have some special skills, or the person should be expertised in that particular field. For example, a job of a teacher is to teach. Similarly, the job of a doctor is to check the patients. Similarly, the testing of milk and milk products is also considered as a kind of special talent, or the person should be expertised in that particular field. But this activity does not give you an ordinary service. This activity requires some special expertised knowledge, and that is why Such occupations are known as quaternary occupations. So, the definition of quaternary occupation is the occupations in which the person requires certain type of expertise knowledge to perform their job are known as quaternary occupations. Now, we are going to perform an activity.
So, here is an activity for you. Think of more such chains of occupation and draw their pictures and classify them from primary to quaternary occupations. What effects does nature have on our occupations? Think about it and give a thought to the following issues which are given on your screen. Discuss them in the class and write at least 2 paragraphs based on it. So, the points are: there have been no rains at all. A storm strikes. There was an earthquake. Ultimately rains. Good rains. Excessive rains and floods. All of a sudden, a volcano erupts. A tsunami hits.
Now I am going to show you step by step picture of production of sugarcane. You have to identify which type of occupation is carried out in which picture.
So, here is the picture and the questions which you have to answer after looking towards the picture. So, the first question is: classify the occupations from primary to quaternary. Second question: which raw material is used in the secondary occupation? Third question: which is the finished product obtained in the secondary occupation? Fourth question: which are the services in tertiary occupation? Last question: which picture is related to a quaternary occupation? Can you name that occupation?
Based on what you have learned in this offline video, there are some questions for you to answer.
Human occupations are classified into 4 types, namely primary occupations, secondary occupations, tertiary occupations, and quaternary occupations. Let us learn about them in detail. Primary occupations refer to the occupations that are directly related to nature. Man has to collect and use the things that are available from nature. For example, lumbering, fishery, agriculture, animal husbandry, mining, forestry, etc. Secondary occupations refer to the occupations that involve manufacturing of finished products from raw material. Finished products refer to the useful products obtained from the processing of raw materials acquired through primary occupations. For example, cloth produced from cotton, sugar produced from sugarcane. Tertiary occupations refer to those occupations that are supportive to primary and secondary occupations. Activities such as transportation, banking, and finance fall under tertiary occupations. For example, to manufacture sugar or jaggery, sugarcane needs to be sent to the factory. If sugar is prepared, then it should be made available in markets and shops for sale. Services that need special skills are included in quaternary occupations. Professions that fall under this category are doctors, lawyers, teachers, etc. It is essential to classify occupations in order to ascertain the level of economic development of a region and to make proper planning of the human resources for development.